Hey guys, today in this video we're talking about how to combine the three types of signs to create not generic, not overcomplicated, not easy to forget logos, but actually simple, distinctive and memorable logos for the brands you are working with or for your portfolio as well. Keep in mind that there are lots of techniques you can use, but I think the following ones are maybe more successful and easier to understand. If you haven't seen my first two videos from this series about the role of signs and the three most well-known types of signs, then you can find them somewhere here or in the description of this video. I advise you to watch those first to make sure you know how we got here. Now let's get straight to the point. The first method. Take a look at these logos. What do they have in common? The color? Nah. The shape? No. The general style? Clearly not that one either. Let's flip them to make this easier. Now they actually look like something, like normal signs. This one is an icon for a coffee mug. This one is an index for rain because it's a water drop, and this one is a symbol for something like dreams or progress because it's a star. But they were more memorable before, right? When they were flipped. This technique is called inversion. You take a sign and reverse it in a smart way. And I think this proves how easy it is to actually come up with new great ideas sometimes. Just flip it. Oh, and I want to mention something. Of course, I think you should take the decision of choosing a technique, choosing how to use that technique based on the strategy you would do before working at the logo. As you probably saw on this channel, I truly believe that in order to get better at branding and logo design, you should take decisions based on reasons that are deeply connected to the specific project you're working on. Don't cut the corners, even if it is easy. Make that extra effort and understand the importance of each branding process because it is worth it. The next technique I want to mention is fusion. You really need to take a look at this because I'm sure you may have seen some fusion logos did by great designers and maybe you wondered how they came up with that idea. Well, maybe it just happened, but I want to help you create your own branding process based on conceptual thinking and rational decisions, not based on luck. So as you might guess, fusion is when you take two separate signs and you kind of melt them into a single sign. This method might help you create some memorable logos, especially if you choose a combination that no one might think of. It depends, but you might also want to try that next time you'll sketch a logo. It's like you are creating a centaur that didn't exist before. Speaking of which, there's another way to use two signs as a logo, and that is actually using two signs as a logo. It's like the sun is joined by the moon to create contrast, or like a logo features a basketball, a tennis ball, and a rugby ball next to each other. This is called juxtaposition, and it could help you create contrast between two or more concepts, or also clearly show a succession or a sequence of more ideas. As you may have noticed, juxtaposition means you combine two or more signs but only next to each other without mixing them into a new shape, which is the method I just mentioned, fusion. That's the difference between the two. Stay with me for the fourth technique because after that I'll show you a bonus example, which is a logo that I did using more than just one technique. Thank you for watching so far, and please help me by clicking the subscribe button so that the algorithm sends the video to more people. It means a lot to me, guys. Thank you. Let's get back to the video. There's a fourth method of using two or more signs to create easy to remember logos, and that is substitution. Replacing a part of sign A with sign B for an eye-catching new sign. It's like replacing the eyes and the nose from a face with numbers or letters or symbols. We can identify a lot of substitution signs when using emojis, right? A lot of them are featuring a face, which is an icon that stands for the object called face or human being, where the eyes are substituted by other signs, like this one. It uses the symbol of desire and dreams, which by convention is the star symbol, and this substitution is used by millions of people to express feelings. I know this example is not a logo of a business, but it is a great example because probably all of us see it and use it almost every day, which I hope will help you remember what juxtaposition is and how to use it in logo design. So far we know four techniques to combine signs between them. But what happens when we combine those techniques? The result is a combination of a combination, so we should be careful not to complicate things too much. Here's a logo proposal I made for a client. He chose a different concept, but I believe that this one would also be memorable and different. What do you see here? What I wanted was to create a logo using more signs. A medal icon, an R shape to stand for the R letter, which would help the brand get identified easier using its first letter, a star, which is a symbol for dreams generally, and also two abstract legs as an index for progress and evolution. Which of the four techniques did I combine here? Well, I think I made a fusion between the medal, the R shape, and the running legs, but I also did a substitution by replacing the inside of the metal or the inside of the letter R with a star. Do you identify some other techniques here? Or what do you think about this logo? Is it too complicated? Is it too literal? Please tell me in the comment section. I am here to learn as much as you guys, and I'm sure any thought might help me or some of you who are watching. I'm not here to present myself as a Mr. Knows-it-all, and don't worry, I won't take it personal. Be honest and shoot. What I wanted to tell you guys by showing you this example is that even though there are infinite creative ways to make logos, let's not forget we are somehow narrowed by the context. We are narrowed by the need to make a responsive logo, which doesn't let us use illustrations or too complex ideas as logos. We are narrowed by the other designers who in history might have had our idea before us, so we can't use it. We are narrowed by where the logo is going to be placed, because maybe it doesn't allow us to place a vertical logo, for example, because of the surface of the product, let's say. We are also narrowed by the future, because we should strive to make logos that pass time. As the author mentioned in the previous video says, a sign can never have a definite meaning, for the meaning must be continuously qualified. And that is also very true for logos, which are also signs. They will change their meaning in time depending on how the brand evolves, on how the perception of the audience will change. So because of all those limitations and probably some others, I think we should find creative ways to come up with new ideas that help us and our work stand out and be successful. And I really hope the techniques mentioned in this video will serve as inspiration for you. I'm curious how you feel about this. Please tell me in the comment section, and I'll see you next time.